All right, this is being live streamed. We got it. Excellent. Okay. Welcome everybody to our November roundtable. We are coming at you live via Zoom. I'm Eric Zamvliet. I'll be hosting this meeting, and Victor's also here. And he's
Welcome everybody to our November.
I do ask you to mute all of your microphones so we have a chance to hear everything. I'd like to start the meeting with a pledge to our flag. If you are in uniform, please, you may salute. If you're not in uniform, please place your hand over your heart and repeat with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. Thank you, everyone. We got a nice agenda for you tonight. It's
Eric, just minor correction. It's the December roundtable. I think we left it was my fault. I left November on the first slide. So my apologies.
No one noticed that. Not even me. Okay. So our agenda, our welcome just now. We have let's great. We'll also be talking about some upcoming events in the next couple of months, including our featured annual district dinner, and we'll have our council recognition dinner too. We'll talk about unit and district awards, and we'll have some time at the end for questions and answers. Remember, please mute your speaker if you're not talking. We are recording our call, and you can enter your questions into the chat, or if you don't have a chat button, you can raise your hand. And at the last resort, you can actually speak up at the right time. Okay, let's get into our calendar. This is December, not November, and we just had our Belmont Shore Christmas Parade. We'll have a little featurette on that at the end. That was on Saturday. That was a big success, lots of fun for those of you that went. I'm sure you can say it the same. Our big end of the year deadline for rechartering is the 31st. All the paperwork needs to be in for those. We'll talk a little bit about that too. January, we have a kickoff New Year meeting. We'll give you the time and dates. January 4th. And we've got some Pinewood Derby clinics coming up in anticipation for your PAC Pinewood Derbies or the Council Championship Derbies. On the 21st, the Order of the Arrow has a double feature. It'll be their traderie in the morning, and then they will have their Pavunga annual banquet in the evening. The traderie is actually a fundraiser for our group too, and so we do encourage people to go there, check out what they have out there, maybe buy something, trade something. It's a lot of fun. And then our Iron Star District dinner is on 28th of January. That's a save the date, January 28th, Saturday evening. And we'll go to February. February Scout Sunday is the 5th, and another Pinewood Derby clinic for those that didn't get a chance to do it the first time. And then on February, also on the 23rd, is our council annual dinner. March, the first date that we have is the 31st through April 2nd is our Jamboree. We wanted to get that date out there for everybody to reserve, encourage them to do our to participate in our Jamboree. We haven't had one in a long time, so it should be great. We'll have more items in our March calendar once we do our calendaring, our planning meeting in January. Okay. And besides, these are just the featured items. There's always merit badge training. There's other kinds of training going on. There are standing council meetings. There's standing committee meetings of all different kinds. Always go to your calendar on the Long Beach Area Council website. You can see it all there. It's updated. The calendar. It's a Google Calendar. You can upload it, those dates as well into your own calendars. Okay. Some training coming up. Most notably this weekend, December 11th, is our leader specific training. And that'll be for anybody who's a new leader, either in a pack, a troop, or the crew, as a Cub Master, Scout Master, Committee Chair, Secretary Treasurers, all the rest, just Assistant Scout Masters. Sign up on the website for that. It's a nominal fee, and you'll get yourself officially trained in BSA for that. IOLS and Baloo, Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills training, and Baloo training. That's for your Scouts BSA and your Cub Scout outdoor training, respectively. January 21st and 22nd of next year. Victor, is that at Camp Talkwoods?
It's at Camp Trask. Talkwoods would be kind of cold during that time frame, so they decided to do it a little locally.
Okay, Camp Trask might be a little warmer. All right, and probably not snowed in either. All right, and camping. Sorry, not camping. Climbing training for climbing instructors, level 1 and level 2. We'll have training dates for that on February 18th and 19th weekend and the 25th weekend. If you need to know anything more about what's happening on training, get the flyers, get the information on the website, click on the training webpage, and you're there. Okay. Our chair and vice chair are Michael Devine and Amy McCarty. AB 506. This is your last chance, everybody. Last chance. The deadline is December 31st. All those scout leaders that will be having contact with youth need to go through the training, both the required reporter training and also the live scan service that will fingerprint you. We do have a contact, Lisa Payne, who can do that in a mobile sense. She can come out to you guys and do that for you. There's a standard fee for the live scan training, or sorry, the live scan service, as well as the documentation fee. All right. And then you get your training on californiascouting.org. You register, put your name in there with a login, create a login, and you're good to go. It does take a while to get through. You can do it in pieces. You don't have to do it all in one sitting. Come back to it. But you do need to finish it if you are a scout leader and you're re-chartering for next year, and your name's on there. Renewal that brings us to renewals for this year. A lot of people are underway getting their paperwork together, putting things online. Victor, what do you got for us?
Unmute myself. Yeah, so we would like everybody to at least start the process by accessing the recharter portal through scoutbook.com. If you need help with it, I'm open to be able to help anybody. There's Sandy's available. We have a lot of resources online. It's a fairly easy process, but if you have specific questions or something quirky is on the system, please reach out to us, let us help you. But at least go on there and start looking at it if you haven't done so already, because it is the first part of the process of getting the recharter complete. Remember that the recharter annual recharter agreement is a separate piece. It has to be turned in by hand, so it has to be turned into our office directly. And then once you do the online recharter and you're ready to submit, do not choose the pay option online. What it'll do is it locks up basically locks in your charter, and any changes we cannot do here locally, so they would automatically be, I guess, pushed through. But so if you wanted to make any changes to it, pay for it online, pay for it directly here by the office, bring a check, and you can pay for it here as opposed to paying for it online. We prefer that. That way we have a little bit more control and being able to make changes last minute. And just remember that all charters are due before December 31st. And you're welcome to bring in any additional items, whether it's paperwork or anything else. you're welcome to bring it here to the office or email it to us if you want scanned forms as well. So that's pretty much it on renewing. This is where we are so far. So currently we have roughly 37 units that have responded and are in the process of doing their paperwork. 13 of them have already submitted their paperwork. They're maybe waiting for an item or two. Remember that this year we have to have the AB 506 requirement. So there's some folks that are still having to complete those items, but there's 21 units out there that still haven't even started. So, you know, those units there, please, if you have the opportunity to at least start the process or let us know how we can help you. We'd like to get everybody through before the end of the year, and also to allot enough time for us to be able to process the paperwork.
Great, you got it. All right. We have an exciting year coming up. We have a kickoff on February 4th. Tell us about that, Victor.
So it's our Vision 2023. Last year we had Vision 2022, and Mark, being his first year Scout executive, got to speak on what we're planning for. We were planning for 2022. A big part of that was membership, and we've done tremendous with it. So going forward for Vision 2023, we're going to roll out what our plans are for 2023 and making this council an excellent council. Some of the things that we'll be covering is just where we are as a state of the council, any changes to the program in 2023, updates on the Scout Shop, the Talkwitz Dining Hall, what the progress is on that, as well as looking at our finances going forward. What do we need help with? A big part of that is going to be probably talking about FOS, Friends of Scouting, and how do we educate the new families that are coming into Scouting post-COVID who probably have never heard of what Friends of Scouting is. And then also any info on new initiatives that we may have. Remember that we do have complimentary breakfast for you. We do suggest uniform, and this is really for leaders and parents. It's not really a youth event.
Okay. All right. A leader and parent event. Come find out what's going to be happening in 2023 and how you can be a part of it. All right, Alex, I'll have you mute your phone, your speaker. Excellent. So one of those calendar dates is the Iron Star District Dinner. This is a save the date, Saturday, January 28th, 2023. We will be recognizing our District Award of Merit recipients, and we'll also be recognizing all the different units, their leaders. They will nominate a leader for their unit award of appreciation, as well as Journey to Excellence and all of the rest of that. It's a chance for us to get together in person. We haven't been doing that lately, and to be able to talk to different units, to talk to different people there. It's a lot of fun. It'll be in the evening. It'll be a nice dinner, and we're working. Our planning team's working on our theme and our activities for it too. So the location is still to be determined. So, but this is your save the date here. So speaking of awards, Victor, we've got our District Award of Merit, and you have to unmute yourself.
District Award of Merit is the highest award that a district can bestow upon a volunteer for their service to the district and different activities and service to youth. So you know, this is, we as a district, Iron Star gets two awards that we give out because it's based on the number of units that we have. And so we get 2 awards to give out. So we're looking for nominations. If there are folks that are participating that you see go above and beyond and really are deserving of this award, can you click on the next? You can submit it. You can pick up the nomination form there at that link, and then you can submit it to me. Can you click again, Eric? You can submit it there to me, and I'll get it over to our Award of Merit committee, who will be making the selection for them. And if you click one more time, and our deadline is January 5th, 2023, so that we would like to have all submissions by January 5th, 2023.
Okay, very good. At our unit level, we have our unit award of appreciations. This is a customized type of award that we as a council have for our units. It's not in every BSA council. So this is given to a scouter or a parent in that unit who's given exceptional service to his or her pack or troop or crew. And it's nominated by the people that are in the pack, troop, or crew. The form is available on the Iron Star District website. Go to that and you can submit those applications in written form or email form to Rosa to log. There's her information there, or just drop it off at the Scout office. We would love to see every unit, every pack, troop, and crew submit their person for a unit award of appreciation. That would be great to see that. They will be recognized at the district dinner and be given a certificate and a patch. Also, another award that will be given out at the district dinner will be the Journey to Excellences Awards. This is a kind of a gauge to see how well your unit is doing. Every unit should be submitting their Journey to Excellence paperwork along with their rechartering. Depending on how active their troop or unit has been, they can achieve a bronze level, a silver level, or a gold level. Those forms are due along with your rechartering. You can order patches with the color of the award around the edges, and those can be placed on your uniforms. You can do that for the leaders only, or you can do that for the whole unit. So it's a lot of fun, and it kind of shows a recognition about how much your units have been doing, how much they did for the previous year. The other awards dinner that we will have is the council recognition event. Save this date also, please. February 23rd. It's a Thursday night at the Grand in Long Beach. It's a great venue at 7 p.m. At that award dinner, we will be presenting the Silver Beaver recipients. Those are the highest award given to a council on the council level. And we will also be recognizing the 2022 Eagle Scouts, and I think we might have a quartermaster or two from our and as well as our Venturing Summit Awards. And there'll be several other awards that given out at that night as well. So it's a very festive night. Joe, I got a chance here for you to plug the National Jamboree.
Hi, everybody. Sorry if it gets a little noisy on that, but I just wanted to plug the National Jamboree. This is a fantastic opportunity and experience for some of our youth here in the Long Beach Area Council to go and network with scouts from all over the country and around the world. There's units that come and visit from other countries as well. And, it is not a cheap journey. And our scouts are trying to do their best to pay their own way. And anything that you can do if you see a fundraiser, there's a lot of different eats out events, walkies. We just scout Hogan at walkies at LBAC on Wednesday. And I believe there's another one coming up. They did a Seas Candy fundraiser. And there'll be a few other ones coming up in the year. And any support your units can help with that would be appreciated. And, just remember, pay it forward. Even those of you that don't have a scout going, if you have cubs, one day they may want to go to Jamboree, and you may be in a situation where you're asking other units and other council members to try and support your scouts. So, definitely help provide this opportunity to our 40 plus scouts that are going to this event. And, happens every 4 years. So if you have a scout that's interested in going right now, there's a waiting list, but start prepping, start planning now for that event.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
doesn't, it only comes around once every 4 years, so gotta plan ahead. Thank you, Joe. Also, this winter, during the school break, there will be the winter tech camp. Victor, what have we got available for us for that winter tech camp?
There you go again. So January 3rd through the 6th at Long Beach Sea Base. Great opportunity to earn merit badges. You know, there's sometimes we get really busy in the fall, and advancement is kind of hard to get for some of our Scout BSA youth. So great opportunity to earn merit badges. So please check out the website, look at what opportunities there are, what merit badges they may be missing, whether they're Eagle required or not. You know, obviously they can still count them towards their overall merit badge count. So I would definitely encourage all scouts to go on there and look up the information.
And is it my understanding that there's also some other water-based merit badges?
I'm not absolutely sure on that, but if they're interested in finding out, they're welcome to contact Chris at the Sea Base.
Usually the winter camp is not water-based because it's really cold. So they tend to do some of the ones that you do indoors, some of the tech ones.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Joe. All righty. Summer camp. Oh yeah, think about summer camp too. You got to put your reservations in. Decide for your troops, and I think there's some Webelos days or as well. Keep an eye out for that. And we are accepting deposits right now. Anything else that we have to talk about, Victor? And also unmute yourself.
There's winter camp coming up. So there's a lot. I would encourage anybody to go on to their to the Talkwitz website. I know that the registration for I believe for winter camp and for the summer camp is also up on there. So there's a lot of information on there. I know they revamped the site as far as for registration, so they go ahead and register early on for a lot of these activities coming up. And just another great opportunity to have a fun time at Talkwitz.
Yeah, there's STEM activities as well that are built into the camp schedule. And we're one of the few camps that have equestrian horse riding and horse care. So that's an additional feature as well. We're wrapping up our popcorn for the end of the year. Victor, how do we do?
We did great. 98,571. We doubled our sale. Last year we finished at around a little bit over 50. So kudos to everybody for their hard work and putting the sale together. We had a great incentive where we're giving discounts to units who participated and met their thresholds, anywhere from $25 per youth at registration as a discount towards their program fee, or all the way up to $75. So they can use that towards registration credit for each of the scouts in their unit. So that was a pretty generous, I think, incentive on our behalf. But these units really took it to heart. They set their goals and they've done tremendously well. Pack 75, almost $40,000 in sales. This includes storefront sales, wagon sales, which is door to door, and also online sales. So combination of all three. You have, pack 75 to 39, almost 40,000. Pack 134, $13,000 in sales. Pack 21, $10,000 in sales. So very, very excited to see that, this year popcorn has done super well. All the money that goes back to these units, what they're going to do with it is incredible. I mean, they have pack 75, for example, all these units will get a third of what roughly 30 to 31% what they've sold is what they keep for their program for the year. So they get to do some really fun and exciting things with the youth. We also have our top sellers, 22 top sellers. Our top seller for 2022 is from Pack 75, Charles B. $3,758 in sales.
Woo!
So that, yeah, they're almost $4,000 in sales. All these youth did a tremendous job. You have our top 10 there. And some of them are still selling. So just to tell you how that it goes far. So I just want to thank everybody who participated in the campaign for their tremendous effort and work that they did. It's not easy. It's 3 months of really getting out there and really selling basically and getting the information out. But they did it. I think that it also takes care of most of their fundraising for the year. So, you don't have to do fundraising every month or every 3 months, but you can do, if you just do the 2 fundraisers that we offer throughout the year, that's, I think if you do really well on those, you don't have to do any additional fundraisers. Plus, you don't have any out-of-pocket costs as a unit. Our fundraisers are all built in. We provide the product for you. All the units have to do is go out and sell them. Camp Cards is coming up, for example, in the spring, and we'll have more information on that at the January roundtable. And we're encouraging units to sign up for that as they start to raise dollars and make payments towards their summer camp programs. So exciting. Congratulations to everybody. And we're going to see you in the spring with Camp Cards.
Yeah, please consider this as the great incentives. Jen, you did a great job with the pack.
Thank you. They worked hard.
Yeah. All right. Some of you may have attended and marched in the Belmont Shore Christmas Parade on last Saturday. It was a whole lot of fun. I watched it on video, and we had a huge contingent there. It kept going and going and going. Lots of packs and troops were there. We had a float, we had wagons, we had a whole list of things. We won the most original design award for the parade. They recognized us for that. That was great. So congratulations to everybody who participated. I hope you had a lot of fun. We're going to do it again. So that's a copy of the certificate. Victor, our council fundraising campaign is called Everyone Counts.
Yeah. So as we're winding down the year, we would still encourage everybody, if you have an opportunity, to make an end of year gift towards the Everyone Counts campaign. And again, Everyone Counts is part of our Friends of Scouting campaigns in general. So this is just the what we chose as the wording for the year. We may keep it for next year, or we may change it. One of the things that we're planning on doing for next year, we got a couple changes. So I'll give you guys a couple teasers. Number one, we want to go back to the basics. We feel like we need to educate a lot of our new families coming in since COVID to know about what Friends of Scouting is, to know that, Long Beach Area Council is a nonprofit organization. We raise all our dollars locally to run the programs. We're funded by local grants, foundations, and direct individuals who are part of the Scouting program, as well as parents and volunteers. I mean, this is how Scouting is funded. And so they need to understand that, so that when we do make an ask, that they can consider us for those asks. Again, if you can consider making a gift to the end of the year, you're more than welcome to. You can scan the QR code right there. The other thing that we are doing is, if you do make a gift to us this year or next year, we will be rolling out what we call Double the Donation, which is a program where it scans. It's a built-in program that'll be on our website that'll scan companies to find out if the company that you work for does either a what they call a matching gift program, where they will match dollar for dollar, sometimes 2 to 1, sometimes 1 to 1, the gift level that you make, or the volunteer grant programs, which are pretty generous. Volunteer Boeing, for example, there's a very generous volunteer grant program where they give close to $10,000 a year for volunteer hours. And that's think about if you're a scout leader in a unit, how many hours you're spending on a weekly basis, monthly basis, every year. Those add up to hundreds and hundreds of hours. So Boeing and companies like them will pay you up to $18 in some cases per hour for volunteer work, and they will make the donation directly to the scouts. So those are very generous programs. We want to roll them out. We want to find out if you do work for a matching company, how you can help us maximize the dollars that you are donating, as well as maximize the amount of dollars that you can get for your volunteer hours. So some exciting programs we're going to be rolling out. We'll talk about it more at the Vision 2023, but look out for these in 2023.
All right, sounds good. Okay, December wraps up our year. The Scout office and the Scout shop have a little different calendaring. Today is the 8th. You see that with the star. And so beginning on the week of the 19th, the Scout shop will be closed. And so the shop itself, in the small boxes, the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd will be closed. But the office itself, the Scout office, will be open. And so during that week, up until Thursday, the Scout office will be open for your financial transactions, for your information. If you need to contact any of the Scout office people that are there, that will be available, also to drop off things for renewals as well. So be aware of that. And then the week afterwards, the week between Christmas and New Year's, both the Scout office and the Scout shop will be closed. And so that's the end of the year. They're going to be doing some inventory for the Scout shop and wrapping things up for the year. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions about the orders or supplies or things at the Scout shop, please contact Sandy. Her contact information is there on the slide, or call the Scout office and ask for her. Okay. Okay, so let's open it up and see if anybody has anything for the good of the order, as they say. If you have something that you want to talk about or bring up, you've got a captive audience here right now. Anything that you have on your mind. All right, everybody. Our next roundtable will be January 12th. Oh, that's my birthday. 7 p.m. Be there, be square, and please invite your people. Victor, you had something?
Yeah, we have a question about Jamboree. So Jamboree is upcoming in scheduled for March 31st through April 2nd. We have the reservation at Camp Tockwitz. It'll be a little bit chillier, but plan and coordinate.
Might almost be a freezery.
Chillier during, and the theme for it is going to be kind of a hybrid theme where it'll be like something with cooking and also like what are those called, strongman games, or what's the term here, Eric, that I'm looking for?
I can't think of it.
Those, you know, where they do the hatchet tossing, and then they do those types of games. Arrow, bow and arrow. It's a competitive type of event, so it's going to be fun. A lot of activities for the kids to do up there, and more information to come. We'll have a flyer out in the January roundtable with more detail.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, everybody, for attending. I want to wish you and yours the very happiest of holidays. Be safe, be well, and spend it with those that you love. All right. Thank you, everyone, and good night. All right, Victor. Sounds good. If
Where Joe's headed to. Where you headed to, Joe?
We're still live, right? Yeah. You may want to turn off the recording.
turn off our